Welcome to Hey Clarity. I'm your host, Lindsay, and today we're doing a collective reading on the full moon in Virgo lunar eclipse. This is going to be a shorter reading because we just had a live group reading event on the eclipse. Thank you so much for coming. It was really good to see you guys. I really missed hosting those events, so I'll be hosting more. If you want to catch the next group reading, sign up for my newsletter. I'll put information in the description box below for that. And for those of you who did attend and then you watch this reading, notice the differences and the similarities in like a group reading live versus like a collective reading. So I'll be doing this for the first time, opening in the collective for this eclipse. So I don't know what's going to come through. I'm always curious to see the differences when you open the records twice on the same thing, but for different people in different groups. So notice the differences and similarities. Let's see. The questions that we're going to be asking, because this is going to be pretty short and sweet, are what is the energy of this Virgo full moon lunar eclipse? What's the energy of it? How can we navigate that energy? And then what's the most important message we need to know? So let's get into it. What is the energy of the full moon in Virgo lunar eclipse? It's the theme of bite and teeth. They're saying gripping, grasping, clasping, holding on, this tension and tightness. They've mentioned that March has this energy of teeth, this kind of like, gritting your teeth. And so they're calling this gripping, tension, grasping, tightening. So like the intensity, and they're even saying like the aggressiveness of holding on to things and how that impacts our system. They're saying our other systems, or like all of our systems. So when you are holding on tightly to something, and they're saying like controlled and not controlled. So this could be like holding on to a belief system, holding on to your material world and your material things, holding on to, they're saying, a particular person or particular people. When you're grabbing that tight, they're kind of saying the tension becomes aggressive. So they're saying notice where your tension feels aggressive or comes across aggressively. And they're like, not so good, not so good. It's not so good for you. So it's like if you're gripping, if you're grasping, if you're holding on tightly to something, they're basically saying like, this is the time to like learn to let go and see where things land. They're really saying with your people. It feels like it's more around, they're saying material world. So they're like people and things, money, and they're like, not like maybe some like belief system, not so much, but like the mental and emotional component of gripping onto, they're saying like people, places, things. Anything else? What's the energy of the full moon in Virgo lunar eclipse? There really is this like releasing the tension, like drop it, drop it, drop it. Like not controlled. Lessening your grip. They're saying lessening the thickening. Like we need air, we need space, we need to breathe, we need to take a beat. So it's like all things that are creating this gripping, holding on tightly, this tension in our bodies. They're like, go for a stroll, like go for a walk. But it's like gentle exercise, they're saying. They want you to like take in like, they're like soft, gentle movement. Like take in the air, like feel the breeze on your face. Like there's a lot of like, they're saying soft, they keep saying soft, gentle exercise. So if you're doing movement, it's soft, gentle exercise. And they're saying like, if you are really angry and you want to kind of like release some of the tension of aggression, they're saying you could do like some like higher impact exercising to like exert that. But they're really learning into like gentle, low impact exercise. So they're like, if you, instead of like a sprint or like a marathon or like running for miles, like maybe you just do like a light jog. And they're like, you know, you'll think this is so silly, but skip. They're like, they want you to play and feel light and uplifted. And they're like, you know, little kids do it all the time, and then we think it's so silly when we get older, when we become adults, like we won't skip. But that there's something about that. It's just like that's a way to like exert. They're even saying aggression, energy, and just like in the movement of your body, what you're doing when you're skipping. You know, they're like you kind of you create this force to like send yourself upward. And how does that feel? And for like a moment, you're you know up in the air, and then you come down. And they're just saying it's like joyful and playful. So if you're gonna go into like, if you need to like work through like aggression, and your normal way to do that is to do something that's hard and aggressive, intense, they're saying find something that's more playful, more like active, but they're like low active. Okay, that kind of got into like, how do we navigate it, doesn't it? Okay, I'm gonna ask anyway. How can we navigate this energy? They're like, that. They're like, you said quick reading. Okay. Anything else though? Anything else around how we can navigate the energy? They're just like, observe. Like, maybe this isn't the time when we're in heightened emotional or mental stress states. It's not really the best time for decision making. So what they're saying is, like, take your time, take a breath, take some space before like making like a full decision on kind of like what you're going to do with the things you hold on to so tightly. So it's like, first just kind of like let go and like trust that they're going to be where they need to be. Like, let it go, be uncontrolled with that, like surrender and release it. And then just be in observation mode. They're like 1 to 2 weeks, maximum 3 weeks. Like, before you're gonna make, they're kind of saying heightened decision making. Before you're gonna make a very important move forward, give this time right now 1 to 3 weeks. It really feels like 3 weeks maximum. So they're like early April, like early April, moves move forward. Moves move forward. So right now it's a little bit of like taking in some information, observing your environments and your surroundings, watching the aggression and the tension, watching, like checking in with your aggression and your tension, just kind of like seeing it all, seeing where all like the chips fall where they may, right? So they're saying observation. That's how you navigate this, and give it 1 to 3 weeks of observation. Slow down. They're like, take away. As in like, from those observations that you make, there's like very high value in what you take away. And so observation mode is like critical, they're saying. It's like a priority. So just kind of watch what's going on. And they're like, no judgment, but like take notes, you know, mental notes, or maybe, you know, you're making a decision about something and you want to have like a checklist and have like an ongoing like pros and cons and like a physical list, however it needs to work for you. Okay. What's the most important message we need to know about this full moon in Virgo lunar eclipse? I'm seeing the 4 of Swords, and the part, like, they're emphasizing this person laying down in rest mode, in meditation. We're getting, if you are a daily meditator, and I highly, highly recommend it, A, for releasing stress, and B, for the foundation of channeling. you're getting a lot of information right now from like a lot of different sources of support. So where there might be like external misinformation and they're saying misguidance and confusion and chaos, if you're meditating, they're like, you're getting like the truth, like dropped into your brain. For those who take, they're saying, for those who take your time, for those who take their time and sit and process and integrate and observe and listen, you are getting like an overflowing of guidance and information from maybe unconsciously not recognizing that you're tapping into the records yourself, or from your spirit guides, passed on loved ones, from your higher self, from your intuition, listening to your body, from your body. But there's this very clean, clear information that is overflowing, that is outpouring to us if we are still in meditation to be listening. And if you're someone who struggles with meditation, then this might come through like things in your body. So listen to your body. You might have pain here and then it stops you, keeps you from doing something, so you have to be still and listen, and then boop, the information comes through. So they're showing this huge wave from other realms of support and guidance and information that's coming through right now. So they're saying be listening, and highly recommend meditation. Like if you have a daily meditation practice, really like journal, take notes of what's coming through. If you don't, start one. Cool. Anything else? They just said meditation, Four of Swords. If you're a tarot reader, if you're into tarot, they're like, why don't you have the Four of Swords in front of you for like the next 1 to 3 weeks? Just have it on an altar somewhere so you could take a look at it, just to remind yourself that this is the mode that we need to be in for the next 1 to 3 weeks. Observation, meditation, releasing tension. And they're like, done. Okay? So short and sweet. I hope you enjoyed that. And again, for those who came to the event, see how there are similarities and see how there are differences and see how they word things depending on who is coming for the reading. So that's always fun to see. I noticed some similarities, but I also noticed how they said things differently. Okay, everyone. I hope you're doing all right. Hang in there. I'm here for you if you want to book any one-on-one sessions with me. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.